Forward! Forward! Forward!
Fall in.
Hard work, hard work. Hey, what's good? What's good? Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Trey. And we're here today. I'm here today. E2G Sports Networks presents First Formation Morning Sports Talk. So come on and fall in with us this morning as we get to talking about some of the things that happened over the course of the last couple of days and probably some things to come for in or around the sports community. So, of course, like I said, we've been out for a short second here and there, getting things taken care of. Y'all know it's the holidays and everyone is moving around, doing different things. So, I'm glad to be here today. I feel a little real relieved after having our show. The last show we had was Wednesday, in which it was more conducively set up to talk about and engage in NBA. The day before that, that Tuesday, was all about football and the NFL. Two good conversations, two good shows in my opinion. If you caught them, if you can't, just go through and check the E2G Sports Network page or the First Formation YouTube pages, and you'll be able to catch the archive videos there. But I think two good conversations in state. But we're back to our usual scheduled programming, back to what we usually do. It was a whole conglomerate of conversation and things to talk about in just, of course. I was about to say, where do we start? We can start anywhere for the most part. We got NBA, we got college. If y'all don't know, the bowl seasons start today. A couple of FCS games, Division One games to be played tonight. Tomorrow, you got the Celebration Bowl that puts the top teams in the HBCU arena against each other, in which this time is North Carolina A&T, I think, or Atlantic versus the undefeated Jackson State Tigers team. I'm not sure if Deion's going to be able to coach it or are they going to hand it over to J.C. Jackson, who was just selected to be the coach for the future in Jackson State. So I'm not sure who's going to be at the helm for that game. But you have that, of course, as we all know, Deion Sanders has decided to take the job and move on back into the FBCS, as he's now the Colorado Buffaloes coach, walking to the Pac-12, Coach Deion. So you got that going on. You got opportunities for teams to clinch or be bounced over the course of the weekend. It's a full slate of different things, different animals, all that. So where do we start? You know what? Let's kick it off with the round ball, of course. The NBA, National Basketball Association, as we know, we was talking about and going over and speaking on how just the other day when we were talking about NBA, how now they have a different. It don't, Anthony. It doesn't necessarily, and that's what you know. What I wish Bishop was on right now, so you can so he can see that comment and understand that we've talked about that a long time in reference to this, because even with the Philadelphia Eagles having the best record wouldn't necessarily mean it was the best team. Now they're definitely looking like the best team in the NFL, doing it on both sides of the ball. But in the beginning, it maybe not have been that, because you had teams like Buffalo, Miami, Minnesota was walking it in, all that type of stuff. So in any aspect, what's good, Eric? How you doing, bro? Glad to see information. So all aspects of that, any of that, for the most part, was putting that into play. Same thing we was just talking about on Thursday. Correction, on Wednesday, how let's say a team like we looking at Boston again, another team that seems to be doing it on both sides of the ball, but it's like the Celtics is like, are they the best team? Uh, could it have been Golden State, even though they ran into some issues, and now they're currently under 500, but presumably they could, once they get it all together, they could be seen as the best team. So it just really depends. You never know what you're going to get in that. Good morning, Dale. Glad to see you. Good morning to you. Glad to see you in information. Appreciate the support. So it's no telling, right? You don't really know. Sometimes it's just not the record. The record might just be you got a couple trash teams that you caught, or you caught maybe the best team in that situation. Probably caught them on a bad day, and now as they continue going through the season, teams tend to get better. Of course, case in point, when you look at it, the 49ers. I don't want to jinx it, but I said when they was 3-7, I'm a correction, when they was 3-4, I said they were going to go 9-1, 9-2 to finish out the season. And here we are, they on the streak with 3 games remaining. That potentially they can win easily. And then I look at it when you take in consideration they slipped up against Atlanta, they slipped up against Chicago, and they slipped up against Denver. We might have a whole different conversation right now. But you know what I'm saying, it is what it is, and it happens. That and the true that Mitchell Brandon, you right, and that's why I say when I thought about it, like they're playing on both sides of the balls, they're holding it down. Good morning, sis. What's going on, Kani? Glad to see you in the information with the CT. Glad to have you this morning. Friday, indeed. Um, but yeah, so Brandon, you're correct. I honestly, can't take anything from Boston at this point. One of 4 legit teams. One of 4 legit teams, correct. But I would, and not even being biased, are Anthony Davis all year long has been talking about and engaging and speaking on. Yes, this is who they are right now, but this isn't who they are in off the rip. The Lakers are just looking to get into the play-in. They were sitting at the bottom of the West. Currently, they're 2 games outside of being the 10th seed, and then continue to go from there. We ain't even halfway through the season yet. So you have teams in that exact mode in which Golden State is one of those teams as well. LA is one of those teams that where all they trying to do is get there. And upon getting there, we can see about who's the best and all that type of stuff. Right now, I believe the Pelicans are the top team in the West for the majority of the season. On the last couple of weeks, it was Phoenix. New Orleans slowly but surely walked them in. Now they're the top dog. You got Memphis that's sitting up there. You got different teams, but clearly you have 2 teams that are separating themselves from the pack in a sense in Boston and Milwaukee, in which Boston just added their defensive anchor in the case because they get Robert Williams the third back. He hasn't even debuted. He's due to debut tonight versus Orlando, so they get him back in the fold. Right, and you know what? Because Robert Williams was averaging 12 points last year. He averaged 10 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 blocks. A rim protector, someone to disrupt the middle where it's not just the easiest to get a shot up. Those things make a difference, and that's going to make a huge difference potentially for a team of Boston, like the Boston Celtics, who are looking to get back, who are already showing to be dominant. And now you get a dominant player in your middle for your defense, or let me see, a serviceable player in the defense for defensively. And now that might cause some problems. Or does he come back and disrupt a chemistry for a second to where they might get shook a little, then have to resettle themselves and get back into it? We don't know. It remains to be seen. But you think on paper it's going to be problems. Boston's going to be even more problems than they were before. Again, it's early, and that's basically the end state. It's early, so we don't know what that's going to look like, but we do know what it looks like right now, and Boston's running amok in the rest of the league. But getting back to it, of course, there was a slate of 5 games. I think 4 games last night. Let me get my screens back up. There was a slate of 4 games, I think, last night that played NBA. Yeah, 4 games. You had, of course, the Heat and Rockets, Bucks and Grizzlies, Suns and Clippers, Jazz and Pelicans. Let's start off with the Jazz and the aforementioned Jazz and Pelicans. Hosted Utah Jazz hosted the New Orleans Pelicans last night. Jazz did get the 3-point win, winning 132 to 129. Jazz improved to 17-14 on the year. The Pelicans dropped to 18-10. Now they're starting to relinquish that lead in which they had fallen off here and there. C.J. McCollum, Zion Williamson, Trey Murphy, Najee Harris, Larry Nance the Jr., and Herb Williams, all double digits. Led by Zion Williams, is 31 points, 8 assists, 8 rebounds, 28 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists from C.J. McCullough, 13 points apiece from Najee Marshall and Larry Nance. Lance, 9 rebounds, 1 assist. Marshall, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Curtis Jones, 12 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. Trey Murphy, 12 points, 5 rebounds. Jonas Valanciunas, 6 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist. Deontay Graham, 8 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. And Dyson Daniels, 6 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. The Jazz, led by 39 points from Jordan Clarkson, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 31 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists for Lauri Markkanen. We just talked about the other day how Utah is a team for the dogs, and how basically it's not about it doesn't make a difference who is the alpha dog. It's about all of them being dogs, contribute the same thing, and have one golden case. And from what it looks like right now, of course their record says they have 14 losses, to where they wasn't the biggest dog in those fights, but they're consistently in games and they're fighting and they're showing that we don't have a clear cut all-star, superstar, or team face, but we're getting the game done. 17 points from Malik Beasley, 3 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. 11 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist from Walker Kessler. Mike Conley Jr., 4 points, 2 rebounds, 6 assists. Jared Vanderbilt, 3 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Kelly Olynyk, 14 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Again, 31 points from Lauri Markkanen with 5 rebounds, 3 assists. 2 points from Rudy Gay, 4 points from Azubuike. And again, they get the win over the top team in the West, 129-132. Taking care of business is a song I hear in my head. Other games last night, like I said, the Los Angeles Clippers hosted the Los Angeles Clippers hosted the Phoenix Suns. The Suns take care of business, 111 with 95, including improving to 17-12 on the year. The Clippers fall to 17-14, just 2 games under 500. The Suns were led by Mikal Bridges, 27 points, 6 rebounds, 15 points apiece from Chris Paul, as well as Jock Landale. Jock Landale, double-double, 10 rebounds and 2 assists to boot. Chris Paul, 7 rebounds, but 13 assists. 14 points, Devin Booker, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Josh Okogie, 11 points, 11 rebounds, and 2 assists. A night of double-doubles for the squad, it seems. 5 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists from Bismack Biyombo. Torrey Craig, 9 points, 5 rebounds. Who else we had? And 7 points, 2 rebounds from Damian Lee. For the Clippers, in their losing efforts, of course, 22 points, 11 rebounds from Terrence Mann, 16 points, 1 rebounds, 3 assists from Brandon Boston. John Wall contributed 12 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. 11 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist from Amir Coffey. Marcus Morris Sr., 14 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. Moses Brown, 5 points, 12 rebounds, 8 points, 8 rebounds for DiBiase. Robert Covington contributed with 4 points, 3 points from Nicholas Batum. Jason Preston, 2 rebounds and 3 assists. Of course, in that all, we don't hear Paul George nor Kawhi Leonard as they were out for the game. Uh, I don't know if that bodes well. That doesn't give it a vote of confidence for Clippers fans or NBA fans just in general. When you look at that, of course, yeah, they lost by 16 points, but would that have been the difference had Paul George or Kawhi Leonard had been there? Of course, it's one of those things that you take in consideration that you look at when you go in. Just a quick break from the talking about the scores. When you look at that, not having the players for the most part. Of course, we know that dictates the game. Coach Mitchell, Brandon Mitchell, in the chat. Coach Mitchell, of course, a Marine coach. You deal with that type of stuff, right? Not having the players is always the next player up. But what do you do? Appreciate it, Jordan. Thank you, sir. I'm glad that you acknowledge that, sir. I greatly appreciate that. Like I said, Coach Mitchell or anyone else that's in the chat that's coached or been a part of coaching at some point, what do you do when you don't have the players to get you that, the next man up mentality? We coming for that number 2 spot, Eric. Stop playing with us. When you don't have the that next man up mentality, of course, that's the moniker for the most part. Well, what happens when you, in all actuality, what happens in all actuality when you don't have that? And Coach Mitchell says, pray. Like, what do you do when you don't have that next man up, actually? And you're just preaching that, you're pushing that, but you don't have that. You know what I'm saying? But what we was just talking about, when Utah, they traded away all their assets to get more assets for the future, but they still got to play the games. And Utah is showing like, okay, they're buying into that next man up mentality. In other cases, not everyone buys into that. I mean, maybe you could look at it like, honestly, the Lakers, when you look at it, they haven't had players for next man up. So all the time in which we sit up and talk about it, look at like, hey, get these players in. Let's go with LA. I love LA, all that type of stuff. But there's no next man up mentality. The players aren't playing like that. It's dominated by one player, two players. When they go out, it's like the rest of the team packs it in and they fall off too. You have some teams that's getting ready to go into that. Of course, you have the Atlanta, I almost said Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Hawks are currently without center Clint Capella. They're going to be expected to miss. He's going to be expected to miss 2 weeks with a calf strain, in which he's averaging 12 points, 12 rebounds, a third in the NBA, averaging 12 rebounds. And that basically adds to the injury in which they have John Collins, who's been out. He's missed 7 consecutive games. You've had DeJounte Murray, who's been out. He's missed a week. And then, of course, you have Trey. Monday, Trey Young was out with back problems. So, with all that being said, you have those. You have that when you have that type of situation. What do you do to fix that? Like, how do you battle that? Your top players, in this case, he's his top players who don't have any type of and they don't have the best. Of course, they have a couple of players here and there that they could fall back on, but in their case, I guess you could say they still have Trey Young, who is still serviceable and who's still able to play. I mean that's I'm very sure that's heretic what everyone sit up and think that they're going to do, Rodney. And that's what's suspected. But when it's not happening, like, what do you start to do then? When it was not happening, what do you start to see and do you do then? Additionally, you got Dallas, who's going to be without their top defender in Maxi Kleber, who is going to be out indefinitely as he's torn his hamstring. So he's out indefinitely. He's averaging 6 points, 5 rebounds, but it's the other work that he does that's beneficial to the team, in which when he's in the game, when he's out and not playing, the Dallas Mavericks are 1-5 without him. So 6 games in which Maxi Kleber has not played, they're 1-5 without him. When he's in the game, they average 108 points scored on. When he's out the game, 114 points scored on. So another player in which, saying next man up. I think it's a little easier for them though. They have people to resurface it. So maybe the points I'm making isn't the best at this point. But saying I'm very sure we all get the picture. One that's definitely going to have an impact is Steph Curry. Guess got injured a couple of games ago. Steph Curry currently averaging 30 points, 7 assists, shooting 50% from the field, 43% from behind the arc. He's going to be out a little bit. What Coach Wayne Walcott in the comments saying Brandon Mitchell acknowledged me. Coach, what you do to him? Brandon, what did Coach do to you? Yeah. Because that's how people do. It's like, you know what? I'm just going to sit up and lead this right here and let him speak on it. So, Coach Mitchell, did Coach Wayne put you down low and take care of business? He said, acknowledge him. What happened, Coach? Coaches, what happened? As they get to that, we'll continue on. But like I said, Steph Curry expected to be out multiple weeks. They don't know exactly how many weeks, as he had a shoulder injury just the other night. He's going to miss the Christmas game, in which I want to bring. That's going to be another topic that we're going to talk about in a second. He's going to miss the Christmas game versus Memphis. I'm very sure that's going to be hard to contribute. We talked about other day on Wednesday how Klay Thompson is not the same Klay Thompson, to where that's some of the reason why they're having certain issues in Golden State. He's not the same dude. He's expected to be the person to pick up or back up from where Steph Curry is, and Steph Curry is about we're talking about replacing 30.7 assists and a hot and shooting. Nothing ever happened, Coach Brandon. So yeah, but you got that. The Golden State Warriors are 0-3 without Steph Curry playing. Currently, the 13-14 on the year, fell one game below 500. Currently a 500 team. Of course, Anthony Price in the comments saying Poole and Wiggins need to step up big. I think it's more than just Poole and Wiggins. I think they need to. What they've been trying to do is have a whole buy-in from the younger players like Kuminga, Moses Wiseman, Moody. I think that's where he needs to step up in, because what's going to happen is, honestly, Poole, Wiggins, Draymond, Clay are going to get theirs one way or another. It's those other cats, in my opinion, like we said, Moody, Wiseman, Kuminga. You got DiVincenzo. What's going on, sis? With how good doing, Alita? Warriors will be okay. Early season struggle. That may be it. 27 games in, that could be it. But now they're without their leader, in which we go back to just talking about that. Without the leader, what does a team do? They got other people that can step up, but we know Draymond is not. He might step up as a leader, but Draymond ain't dropping no 30 points. He's not dropping 20 points like that. He's not dropping. He will be hopeful to see him drop 10, 5, and 6 or something like that. They got to get it from somewhere else, and ideally it should be the other players. Like, they're in the West. I think the West, we're seeing where the left is starting to teeter-totter, seesaw back and forth, with one team jumping. Like you said, the hot streak started out. It was Utah, Sacramento. It went from Utah to Sacramento. Then Phoenix walked it back in. Memphis was there. Memphis has still been there. Now is New Orleans. Like, we don't know what we're gonna see later on. We could see potentially Dallas might climb back in there. Minnesota might recover and get back in there, and it could be they might find that silver lining. Of course, that's what the coach is supposed to do. Get the players, galvanize the players to step up and do that. In which it might be someone that came. We got to think, when certain players is out, that's how Gary Payton, the third or the second, basically made his way to where he got him a championship and got a little payday out the door. So, but that's what sports is for the most part. You look at what's going on with Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant for the San Francisco 49ers. Shout out. But of course, Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, drafted last in 7 rounds, the very last player drafted, and he's 2-0 in starts. 3-0 if you count the game in which he relieved Jimmy Garoppolo, knocked off the GOAT, so to speak. Took care of business last night, as we'll get to later on in the show. And now he has and just needs 3 more games to where he could potentially have San Francisco in play for a second round, a second seed, maybe even a first seed if they were go to win out and Philadelphia was to win and lose their next 4. So you know what I'm saying, it's always a possibility that someone's going to step up and show what they got to do. And then you bring up a good point. I want to sit up and highlight this, Anthony. Come back to that system. That is a key word in systems. Of course, right now we're talking about NBA basketball. Is it a system that has been conducive for Golden State? Is it a system that has been conducive for Boston and puts them in play where they are? Is it the lack of systems in Los Angeles and Brooklyn to where you have all these top players and you can't get it done? What's in the system, Coach Mitchell, Coach Walcott? Systems. Is it the systems that work best for you to where you can plug and play players, or is it the player that makes your system? You know what I'm saying? What is it? You know what I'm saying? We're looking at like Anthony Price said, Brock is Brock, and I think the system is good for anybody. San Francisco system has always presumably been dink and dunk, West Coast back players. Coach says players makes the system. All right, I got you, coach. So you build your system around your players. So it has been like a West Coast offense, short passes, and where every once in a while you catch a player over the top. In that case, in my opinion, honestly, it's it's the player from San Francisco additionally because Christian McCaffrey has been phenomenal. He has made a complete difference and turnaround. But you know what I'm saying, going back to it, like I agree with Coach Mitchell in a sense. It's some players you build a system based off a player or your personnel, not one particular player, but a conglomerate of players that okay, we can get them in, we can do this. So that makes a huge difference. In the case of Golden State, I don't know if it's conducive to build a system around Clay or any other ones, or maybe this is Jordan Poole's. I know if Coach Ryan Hunter was on, I ain't gonna say despises Jordan Poole, but he doesn't care for Jordan Poole too much. And that end state is, does the end state is this his time to shine for Poole now? Because Steph is out. Can Poole pick up the slack? Do we get 20 points in the minimum from Poole while Curry's out? Do you see more Kaminga? Is it going to be a comment to DiVincenzo? Wiggins, of course, I'm very sure is going to make it happen. I don't doubt it. So, you know what I'm saying? That's where we're at with it for the most part. Going back to the players stepping up, just the other night, the Brooklyn Nets rested 8 of 7 players, in which they got a $25,000 fine, but they rested 8 of 7 players. I mean, 8 of 15 players, to where they only had a 7-man crew shorthanded, but they were able to get the W, winning 133 to 136 over the winning 136 or 133 over the Indiana Pacers. But they were short-handed. So that was a lot of next man up going on in that. Jock Vaughn basically talked about he was unfortunate. He's sorry that the fans didn't get a chance to see Kevin Durant, which in my opinion is, I'm saying, I feel a certain type of way about that because these people play their money. Kevin Durant gets paid to play basketball. The fact that the fans come in and pay the money helps to better assist with the players, helping that revenue generation for him to be able to make that type of money. So when you look at that, uh, that apology given by a head coach for the Brooklyn Nets, Jock Vaughn, it doesn't really hold water. But you do understand to get it, like he said, Kevin Durant needed to rest. He's been going hard in the paints, quote unquote, since the beginning of the season, and he needed to rest. So that's where he's at. That's where it's at with him. Additionally, uh, the other players that rested, Joe Harris was out. Seth Curry was out. Uh, Kevin Durant was out. Kyrie Irving was out. Nick Claxton was out. Who else was it? Who was the other players? Actually, let me see. I had it pulled off to the side. I'll give you the whole rundown. So Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, uh, Ben Simmons, Nick Claxton, Seth Curry, Royce O'Neal, Joe Harris, and T.J. Warren all out um, for that game. It was off a back to back as well, and but they got the W. Next man up. They take care of business, or it could have been that the Pacers wasn't ready. But in any case, that type of stuff happens, and so with that happening, it I guess it depends on the people. But anyway, getting back into these last couple of games, the Milwaukee Bucks faced off against the Memphis Grizzlies. Memphis, who is now the top team in the West, put that out on the Bucks. 19-9 for the Grizzlies. The Bucks 20-8 after this game. The Bucks dropped 41-point victory on the Bucks, winning 142-101. Not the greatest game for the Bucks, of course. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 19.6 rebounds, 5 assists, 19.7 rebounds from Bobby Portis, 10 points from Jordan Norwa. 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 10 points from AJ Brown, 1 assist, and then basically that's all you got for double digits. 3 points from Chris Middleton, 4 points from Brooke Lopez and Grayson Allen. Hold on. Marjon Borkamp did contribute with 12 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Nine points from Javon Carter. 3 points from Thanis Antetokounmpo. George Hill with 5 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. And 3 points from Pat Connaughton. Nothing else given. No one else was able to contribute. For the Grizzlies, 25 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, triple-double for Ja Morant. 18 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists for Dylan Brooks. 16 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists for Tyus Jones. Zaire Williams, 11 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. 15.7 rebounds, 2 assists for David Roddy. Santi Aldama, 14.3 rebounds, 1 assist. 5 points from Conchar. 8 points from Xavier Tillman. Jake LaRiva contributed with 2 points, as well as Kennedy Chandler, 12.6 rebounds. Brandon Clark, Steven Adams, 10 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist. Jaren Jackson Jr., 4.6 rebounds, 2 assists. So just everyone was getting in. Everyone contributed and helped out in some way, form, or fashion, in which in state it resulted in a blowout. Uh, it seems like Milwaukee didn't have anything for them at some point. A 17-point third quarter. 17-point differential in the third quarter. Uh, 24-point differential, 14-point differential in the second quarter, and a 15-point differential in the third quarter amounts to the difference in the game. Like I said, Memphis 19-9 on the season. That leads them. That leads them to where they basically now are the top team in the NBA. Correction, top team in the West, overtaking the New Orleans Pelicans after their loss last night. Of course, the game last night, final game, which was actually the first game, which this was actually, had a little going on in it. The Miami Heat win, getting back to 500, 15-15 on the season. The Houston Rockets 9-19, unfortunately. They're coming though. I'm very sure to see it. But the Heat get the win 111-108, losing by 3 points. Rockets 22 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist from Jalen Green, who led the squad. 21 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists from Kevin Porter Jr. 15 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist from Jabari Smith, another double-double under his belt. 12 points apiece from Eric Gordon and Alperen Seguin. Seguin with 5 rebounds and 2 assists. Gordon with 1 rebound, 3 assists. Kenyon Martin Jr., 10 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. 5 points from Tari Eason, as well as Garrison Matthews and Washington Jr. and Garoba will contribute with 2 points apiece. The Heat, led by Tyler Heroes, 41 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Now, it's an interesting situation. I mean, not situation. Tyler Hero has just entered into, I guess you could say, elite or he has certain precedence. Tyler Hero is currently the only player in NBA history to hit 9 3-pointers in a game in 2 consecutive nights. So last night he dropped 41, like you said. He was 10 to 15 shooting from the behind the arc, 10 3-pointers, which he became the fourth player in Miami Heat history to hit to hit uh 10 3-pointers. The last to do it was Duncan Robinson in 2019. But he also has come the third player to hit 9 3-pointers or more in 2 consecutive games, as Steph Curry and James Harden are have done it as well. But he stands alone when it comes down to consecutive nights, as they did a back to back, and he got 9 3-pointers versus who was it? Versus who did he get it? Versus Oklahoma. On Wednesday night, he hit 9 3-pointers, 35 points, 9 3-pointers. Last night against Houston, he hit 10 3-pointers, 41 points. Um, so he stands alone in that aspect. And then, of course, they got the W. Like I said, additionally, Jimmy Butler with a double-double, 20 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, 13 points, 2 rebounds from Caleb Martin. Max Strus was 12 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 9 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists from Orlando Robinson. Duncan Robinson, 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. And Haywood Highsmith for 8 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists to help contribute in those 111 points to get the win. What Coach Wayne say? Oh, acknowledge him, Coach Brandon. He said he has been the bane of your existence since y'all met him. And when it comes to coaching, and that's all he wants is his flowers. He just wants to let it be known that he has stopped you from championships time and time again. That's all. Drop the mic. Uh, so that's what you have for the like I said, in reference to the games from last night. Of course, it's a full slate, so to speak, tonight. I think 10 games with the Atlanta Hawks being hosted by the Charlotte Hornets, the Detroit Pistons hosting the Sacramento Kings. The Toronto Raptors will do battle in Toronto versus the Brooklyn Nets. The Philadelphia 76ers will be hosting the Golden State Warriors, as Golden State continues with their 6 game swing of their on the road. Of course, we know they play Memphis on Christmas Day. The Cleveland Cavaliers will be hosting the Indiana Pacers. The Boston Celtics will host the Orlando Magic, as we talked before about Robert Williams making his debut. The Oklahoma City Thunder will host the Minnesota Timberwolves. Chicago Bulls hosting the New York Knicks. Dallas Mavericks host the Trailblazers. And, of course, the Los Angeles Lakers hosting the Denver Nuggets tonight. Like we talked about earlier, the standings, as we know, the Boston Celtics lead the NBA 22-7 overall. Next closest one, half a game behind, actually, the Milwaukee Bucks, 28 on the season. The Cavaliers 18-11 in third. Fourth is the Brooklyn Nets, fourth seed currently, and the 76ers, fifth seed. When you look at the Western, the top 5 in the West, like we said before, the Memphis Grizzlies 19-9, with a 1 game lead over the Pelicans at 18-10. The Denver Nuggets 17-10, with a game and a half behind the Grizzlies. The Phoenix Suns 2.5 games behind at 17-12, and the Portland Trailblazers the fifth, 16-12, keeping 3 games behind the current West leading Memphis Grizzlies. When you look at the Lakers, are currently 7.5 games out of the number 1 seed, only 2 games out of the 10 seed. I prefer them in the 6 seed, which puts them 4 games out of the 6 seeds. That's currently held by the Sacramento Kings, who are 15-12 on the year. So it's still, in my opinion, still open to anybody. Honestly, hell, the Rockets are only 10 games behind the Grizzlies in the West. And then the Hornets are 14.5 games behind the Celtics in the East. Early in the season, still plenty of time for teams to turn it around or or cause problems. At B5, a bunch of meteoric average teams, a bunch of 500 teams are around 500 teams that are in play. So plenty of time, definitely. Let me see. Do I have anything else in the NBA? Oh, plenty. So interesting, right? The NBA has done a straw poll to determine or talk about who is the current MVP leading. So I'll give y'all time to tell me who you think is leading the league currently when it comes to. It was 100 people surveyed, 100 leaders, NBA leaders surveyed, and they had a poll saying who the MVP is right now. Who do y'all think they marked as the MVP? It was surprising to me. Who do you think? I give you a chance for you offer answer. Anyone that's in the that's currently still in the comments is out there that's watching currently answer. Who do you think is the top MVP vote getter right now? Now keep in mind only a couple of people, only five. Was five? Only 5 players got first place votes in all. But who do you think is the MVP, the leader? Which in a little bit I just let it be known. So the end state is Jason Tatum is that person. Jason Tatum currently leads or is looking at being the MVP, followed by Giannis Antetokounmpo. After Giannis, of course, is Luka Doncic on the top 3. Followed by them, of course, Zion Williamson for bringing up the rear, as well as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander or SGA from Milwaukee. After that, there starts to be a little fall off. They have Steph Curry, who had got some votes. Nikola Jokic also got votes. And then after that, we start to look at Ja Morant, Kevin Durant, uh, Devin Booker, Joel Embiid, Donovan Mitchell, and Anthony Davis, who is currently 12th. So that is coming from it's not from who usually with the reporting. We know the reporters are usually the ones that do the reporting. They talk about who's getting what. So currently, I know Coach Richardson is going down. It's Coach Walcott. He's just doing what he does. One of the things he does best, and he's basically just asking that it be talked about and it be brung up to let him know who he wants to be acknowledged. He just wants to be acknowledged and let it be known that he basically is trying to say how. Like I seen a meme the other day, Coach, that said Zion Williamson and Luka Doncic are fighting for who is sunning the Phoenix Suns. So I guess now Coach Walcott is saying that he is sunning Coach Mitchell, and he wants to be recognized for those feats. Coach said there's nothing to be recognized. Good morning, Coach Fest. How you doing, bro? But yeah, so Jason Tatum, Boston, they are the golden standard currently. Um, in which we will see, do they hold that? Can they hold on to that the whole year? Is there going to be some fall off, or is it their year? He called him out. He's like, I just want to let the congregation know, coach. And so it's like it's going down. It's going down. So switching gears just a little bit. Of course, if some said we go back to it, switching gears just a little bit. A lot of talking going on in the NBA, right? A lot of talking going. Correction, NFL. Sorry, NFL. A lot of talking going on in the NFL. Um, Pittsburgh wide receiver. All right, so you caught me just in time, Anthony. So what you're saying is a good player on a lackluster team is potential to get the champion, to get the MVP, because you just said Luka Doncic. What's good, fam? What's going on?
What is going on, WGL? What's up? What's up? What's up?
So you're saying so it seems like yeah, Tatum has players around him. Luka does not have players around him, so it's more likely that uh, Luka will the MVP because of his the lack of a good team around him. And what you said, Luka, look at Jokic. Mm, okay. I don't know how much water that holds, but I can get your point. I can see what you're saying. But I think Tatum, like you said, the way that Tatum's playing right now, even with the good team around him, uh, he's looking good. But I mean, we've had plenty of people. Just last year, we was looking at potentially DeMar DeRozan, but DeMar DeRozan does what DeMar DeRozan usually does, and he falls off late in the year, and then next thing you know, it's over, and then he's out the race, and then we're crowning somebody else. Uh, Jokic has the same type of team for the most part, so but he's not going to be a three-time MVP. It might be Tatum. It will be Tatum. But it's just early. 27 games into an 82 game season. Still got 55 games left. I don't know. I mean 20. Not 55. We'll see. We'll definitely see. But like I was getting ready to say, NFL, right? Would you, so those that are still out there listening, would you feel a certain type of way if you are a quarterback, right? You're a quarterback, and your top receiver, you're a starting quarterback. Let's put the right. You're the starting quarterback, and your top receiver talks about how he wants not the backup, but the third string quarterback to get some burn, and wants him to get a chance while you're in the middle of trying to coop the season, get into the playoffs, stay above a winning schedule. Your top receiver is talking about they want the backup, not just the backup, the third string receiver to get some time. How would that make you feel? Because that's exactly what's going on in Pittsburgh, as wide receiver Deontay Johnson is making uh is asking and basically petitioning that Mason Rudolph gets a chance and should be able to play. Yes, that's exactly what he's getting at, Anthony. He wants he wants he wants to you know what? I'm so tired of seeing that 12-1. I'm not gonna even lie to you. I'm not going. You muted. You muted.
It is what it is. I mean, you could be tired of it all you want to. I'm tired of seeing 49ers gear on me.
We cut. We're coming. We're coming.
Y'all can come.
We're coming.
But you see what happens when everybody comes. They leave quietly.
It's a whole
Leave
different. It's
quietly.
a whole. You know what?
Don't get to listen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What
Yes,
you
sir.
won't do is
Yes, sir.
what you won't do. What you won't do
I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to be quiet
take
now.
last night's win and just because
Hold
y'all
up.
beat them bum Seahawks. Don't take last night's win and let it go to y'all head thinking y'all about to do something, bro. Don't let the analysts and all these so-called.
When we was 3-4, right? Remember we was 3-4. I stated that we was gonna go 9-1 or 9-2 the rest of the season.
You also stated that you was gonna go undefeated in fantasy. But we're gonna recount what happened before and what you said.
Gotta take the good with the bad, huh? Gotta take the good with the bad. Touche.
Oh my goodness!
I tell him his job is to catch the balls and don't worry about the roster and basing me at the chance he should have be out of the preseason.
Video on that, Rich.
Would that make you feel a certain type of way, Bishop? Like, yo, this dude is that disrespectful for him to come out and be like, I want the third string, not the second string.
Yeah, that's disrespectful. But it's probably because he ain't getting no touches.
Yeah, because they had I guess Trubisky doesn't get him the ball because they had a dust up in week 4 in their loss, and so Trubisky, I guess he doesn't feel Trubisky. Wilson Pickett is going to probably be out as he's trying to recover from the protocol, get out of protocol. He's probably not going to get out in time for Saturday. So Deontay Johnson's like, yo, let Mason Rudolph play.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just upset.
Anthony, don't do that, Anthony. Don't laugh at that. What that dude said.
Yeah, you know he was. He knows he tried to come up with. Remember what I said? Okay, I remember what you said about your fantasy too.
It ain't over. It probably ain't over. Do it, baby, tonight.
But to get better, you are not Blackstreet. You are not,
man.
Or guy, you ain't Blackstreet or guy. You ain't either one of them. You ain't that guy. But you,
man, that's stuff, bro. I said, but look, I think I messed up last night. I think my decision to play, I didn't play Kittle on one of. I had Kittle on 2.
He had 2 touchdowns last
25
night.
points, and I left 20. So it went. I think that's gonna come back to beat me because in our fraternity league, 32 points that I missed from last week put me in positions where I had to play this week. So, and then the 25 points that I missed last night might put me in jeopardy because I'm playing against New York. And so I'm up 31-22.
You said in our
but I'm up 31-22, but he scored, but his 22 points came from one person, while my 31 points came from 3. Because Christian McCaffrey got him 22 points last night. But I had Kittle started. Had I started Kittle, that would have put me up 31 points. Because Kittle dropped 25.
He did, because McCaffrey got me 25 in our what's it called league. McCaffrey got me
the first formation league.
Yeah, he got me 25 points, and then I got none. But it's bye. I'm not playing anyone, so it's keeping cap.
Just want to put that out there, huh?
Yeah, I'm not playing anyone. It's bye on my opponent says BYE. You know what I'm saying? My bye. Like yeah, McCaffrey. Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't have played Kittles last night,
man. Because he hasn't been doing anything. I still had a moment in my head like, is Brock going to get?
Who's your other tight end?
Andrew Matthews. I mean Andrews.
Mark Andrews.
Yeah.
Oh, they ain't played yet.
Yeah, they play tomorrow.
Yeah.
But he ain't been doing anything. He ain't getting the ball. It's a whole thing. So it might have cost me. I will see.
And who you playing?
New York. I played New York in our league, and then I play New York in our league, and then in the first formation league, I play Melissa for the 3rd time. But
Mm.
but
Mm.
I'm up right now.
Mm. 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 Well, well, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah,
So
three good games on tomorrow. We got what, 3 games tomorrow on
yeah,
Saturday?
it's 3 games tomorrow.
Yeah.
Who else? Oh, it was just funny. I was just getting ready to talk about this, in which initially the New York Jets was looking at starting Mike White. Mike White was expecting to play. Well, as Anthony Price just put out, Zach Wilson is back at quarterback.
Mm.
Um, they're playing in Buffalo. Is it Buffalo or Detroit? I think they play in Detroit.
Who?
The Jets. Yeah, they play Detroit. So I thought Mike White was going to get the start because of the rib injury. I guess they're going to go ahead and bring Zach Wilson back. Maybe they feel Zach Wilson learned his lesson and is going to be ready to play again. The maturity level has probably changed.
Mm.
Um, Cincinnati wide receiver Tyler Boyd expects to play in their game versus Tampa Bay after he suffered a dislocated finger. But he was in a bit of shock because it was a little bit different because this particular dislocation of the finger, the bone broke the skin. So he's like he
Oh,
was
so he got a compound fracture.
yeah. So he was like I see that CLS that military CLS
Yeah.
training coming in
Yeah.
clothes and compounds.
Yeah.
So he but he it broke the skin. So it's funny, right?
Mhm.
Because Tyler Boyd is expected to play, or he's trying to play. I realize it says the player expects to play, but it doesn't say he's expected to play, which means the team is still out to see what they're going to do.
Mm.
But of course you have T Higgins who's still nursing his hamstring, so we don't know if he's going to play or not. Jamar Chase is the only person there. I don't think Jamar Chase can do it alone, but they did have some gems in the rough it in the two receivers that helped them to get the win last week. Cooks learned that.
Yeah, yeah, he did.
Oh, he tried to be funny. He talking about Cooks as in
Oh,
really,
that's food service. Oh,
really,
yeah.
really. That's what we're gonna do. Yes, we know CLS. We still have to soldier.
He's saying he asking if we learned it. Yeah,
Yeah,
we learned CLS.
really. We have to soldier seal. That's a regular skill level 10. Um,
That part.
but yeah, so Cooks learned that. The audacity. Um, but yeah, so compound fracture. I've never had a broken bone,
Ooh,
so
last time I said that, I broke like 3 bones in a row. I said that in high school, and right after I said it, I feel like I said it and it happened the same damn day. I swear, I feel like that's what happened. My friends was talking in the class, and all my buddies was talking in class, and they was like, we was talking about sports and how people broke bones, and I was like, you know what? I ain't never broke a bone. It was like, for real? You play football? I was like, yep, I ain't never broke a bone. PE that day, we in there playing football, basketball. You know, where you throw the football through the basketball hoop,
mhm.
playing football, basketball. I'm going to throw the ball, and the dude went to kind of like bat at it, and when he came down and smacked my thumb. Come to find out, I that joker swole up to the size of a freaking balloon. I go to the doctor. They say, "Yep, it's broke." I said, "Ain't that about it?" So I had to wear a cast for 8 weeks on my right
Nah,
hip, my third leg, my
I'd
right
have
hip.
bruised my ribs. I probably wish that was a break.
Yeah,
That was pretty painful,
yeah. I heard bruised ribs is worse than broken ribs, from what I
and
was
it
told.
lasts longer too.
Yeah,
It was yeah, that was pretty painful. It hurt to breathe, as a matter of fact.
I heard it's bad. I
It
heard it's
hurt to
bad.
breathe, and it was during we was getting ready to go into the before we had the games, getting ready to play the Army versus Navy game, and
Mm,
no, it was after, so it was getting ready. It was moving into the next season, and the old coach had seen me because when I played the Army versus Navy game, I played as the center. And so
mm-hmm,
when the coach and then I was out there getting ready for an intramural game, and
mm-hmm,
the old coach, see me, and he was talking to me, and he was asking me something, and he was like, oh, you used to coach? I was like, oh yeah, I was like, I played last year, I played as a center. He's like, you played as a center? He's like, I would have used you as a tight end. I was like, well, where the hell was you? Because I
mm-hmm,
got no burn whatsoever. I got one pass, I got one play call in the
mm,
game, and that didn't even come to me. And so it was like but I mean it in any case, uh,
right.
but yeah, but no, yeah, no broken bones,
That's
um,
what's up.
for me.
You
What else
blessed.
was?
You blessed because yeah, broke my thumb, then I broke my collarbone. I can't remember what the other one was. I don't think I've only broke. Maybe that's the only two. My thumb, my
Oh
collarbone.
hell, the collarbone that hurt, doesn't it? Woo.
Ooh, yeah, and that was something stupid. I did that not even playing a sport. I was um, skateboarding down a hill, and I went to as I was coming down. Oh, it's not funny, guy. That is not funny. That is not. I was
What?
trying to get my Tony.
Do New Yorkers even skateboard? Like, where
I was
y'all
trying
do
to get my
that
Tony. I'm getting my Tony Hawk on, man. I'm trying to get my Tony Hawk on, man. Let me live, man. I was skating down a hill, but it was actually my brother's skateboard. It was actually a hardwired skateboard. It was his. I was like, let me see it. You know how you the older brother, you feel like you can do something, show him something, a little something. Man, going down this hill, and the hill it wasn't real steep, but it was steep enough, and it had a good little momentum. And I went to when I got down to the close to the hill, I knew I was about to fall, so I tried to break my fall. And when I rolled over onto my left shoulder, and I tried to break my fall, come up, just like all mothers, man. I go home, go in
I
the house.
knew it.
You know, you know, you know, you know when you get hurt and it's bad, you just grab it and holler.
Like this, or you get up and start running around.
Yeah,
Like that's gonna take the pain away.
I don't know. I
Oh,
got another story after this, but I grab it, I run in the house, mama, my shoulder, just like all mothers. Go in there and go to sleep. It'll be better when you wake up. Just go in there and go to sleep. Sure enough, I went in there, took a nap, woke up. Next morning, man. I mean, it took a nap because it was the same day. Took a nap.
uh-huh.
Get up. My mom was like, "Hey, Sean, yeah, Tony Hawk, yeah, exactly." She's like, "Hey, Sean, grab them towels and put them up." She had folded some towels. She told me to put them up. I went to grab the towels. I grabbed the towels.
You
I went to
dropped
put
them.
them up. Oh, my whole arm just collapsed and the towels fell. I said, Mama. I said, "There's more to that." I said, "There's more to it. There's something going on."
It's like, well,
She's
you better
like,
fold them towels first.
you better grab the towel. I said, "Mom, I can't." She's like, "Come on, let's go to the hospital." Go to the hospital. Sure enough, I had what they call a green stick break on my shoulder. So it was like this. That's how it was broken. So I had to sit in a figure 8 brace while my arms was like a T-Rex. This is all I could do. I was like a T-Rex. I was like a damn T-Rex. This is all I could do. I was like that for 8 weeks, bro. 8
Oh my
weeks.
goodness.
But the other story is right. It's crazy, right? The other story is right. I just like like I said, I got up and I was like, The other story was I was washing dishes. Washing dishes, and fooling around. I had put my hand in the glass to clean the glass, and when it had a sponge, and I was in there like this, the glass broke and cut me on my right thumb. Once again, I run out the kitchen. I dive on my knees. I had my hand like this, right? My hand was just like, yeah. My hand was just like this. And all you could see was just blood everywhere. My mom, I was like, My mom was like, what's wrong with you? I said, I cut myself. I cut my thumb. She's like, where's your thumb? And I said, right here. She thought I had completely cut my
Cut it
whole
off. You thought she
thumb.
had severed your thumb.
Yeah, she thought I severed my whole entire thumb because of the way I was holding it. She's like, "Where's your thumb?" I said, "It's right here, bro." Yeah, I got injured washing dishes, bro. Yeah, man, I got some battle wounds, bro. I got battle wounds. I'm gonna tell you, I had battle wounds before I went into the military, bro. I did a bunch of stuff before. I broke my collarbone. Like I said, I broke my thumb. My mom thought I severed my thumb. Broke the same thumb and the severed or cut the same thumb. Both of them happened to the same thumb. I had more battle wounds before I went into the military than when I was in the military. I ain't gonna lie. See, y'all young cats, y'all don't know about them. You know, my shins. You would have thought I had shrapnel in them. The way my shins look right now, bruh. We had the metal pegs, the metal pedals, the metal pedals with the little spikes on the
Put
end
the
for
spikes on the
fight.
end.
Oh my god! You talking about how many times my foot done slipped off that pedal and caught that shin? Oh man, I done threw many bikes because of that. I done threw so many bikes because of that. It wasn't even funny. And when I say threw it, I picked it up and
Yeah,
threw the
threw
bike
it
because I was
like it's the
pissed.
bike's fault.
Yeah. Like the bike. Who started the idea to put death spikes on the pedal? Who thought of that, bro? Oh my gosh. But yeah.
Yeah, I haven't. I mean, I don't had that point. I was just thinking about when you said the thing about what after you was talking about you got who got injured doing washing dishes, bro.
I had who
But
hasn't, bro? If you ain't really watch no dishes, did you a spoiled kid. If you ain't watching no dishes and ain't no glass broke when you got hurt.
you the kid that grew up with a dishwasher.
Dishwasher, that part. Don't hold on though. We had a dishwasher. We just wasn't allowed to
Just
use
to
it.
use it.
My mama was like, Mom, I was like, Mama, why I can't put them? Mm-mm. That's for me. You wash dishes. That dishwasher for when y'all ain't around, I'll use the dishwasher. I said that's
That
yeah.
simply made me think about like it was a dishwasher, but I had a cousin, man. I don't know what this dude. I don't know what this dude was thinking, man. I would sit up like California. We used to have the old stoves, right, when we was growing
Mhm,
up in L.A. So, well, I didn't grow up in L.A., but I was there visiting,
mhm,
and you used to have the old stoves, right? And back in the day, we used to sit up. It's like roasting on an open fire. So
mhm,
you cut on the stove, the gas stove. It is an open flame, and you put a fork in a hot dog and kind of like cooking it like it was an open flame or
mhm,
open flame.
mhm.
I don't know what possessed this dude to do that. So we did that, and like we're looking at TV, and I can see it vividly even to this day. We're
Mhm.
looking at TV, and we just got finished eating the hot dogs, right? And we're looking at TV. Why does this dude go and takes the fork that we just got finished using to heat the hot dogs and brands my hand? He pushes the hot fork against my hand.
For what?
I, you tell me. That's what I'm saying. Like for what? And like, and look, I swear, I can see him out the corner of my eye, like this. Like he's got the tip of the
Hot dog?
fork.
Oh,
No, it's because the hot dog is gone. So he's just the tip of the fork, and he's like resting it on his tongue. And so maybe he thought, like, I wonder will this hurt. So I'm sitting up there. So my hand is sitting on the ground, and like out the corner of my eye, out my peripheral, I
mhm.
can see him looking down at my hand. And you know what I'm saying? And then like a little smirk, and then all of a sudden he presses the hot fork against my hand. And so I think it's just like maybe as far as maybe about 6 years ago is when the branding finally completely went away to where
Disappeared?
now you can't see it. But I literally had a branded fork on my hand like the majority of my adult life. And
Dang.
for the life of me, I could not figure out like what
Who
possessed you
done
to do
who
that,
did that?
bro.
Yeah, like, what gave
Like
you
where you know
what
what I'm
came
saying?
over you?
But I
Yeah.
just but when you look at it, I did all kind of stuff. I used to try. Remember how in cartoons you blow the salt, the pepper in someone's face and you make
Mhm.
them sneeze? I didn't try that. It doesn't work.
That's not real, yeah. We've all tried that.
I learned
That's not real. That's
that
not
the hard way.
yeah.
And when you like you said, you be like, ah, that's what my little brother did. Ah,
Yeah,
mama,
yeah.
mama. I'm like, no, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet.
Oh,
That
yeah.
doesn't work. So yeah, so stuff like that. So yeah, it's crazy when we do stuff, crazy things. But
That is crazy.
Tyler Huntley,
Uh-huh. And woke up divided.
Tyler Huntley, Baltimore quarterback. He's going to get the start. He clears protocol, so Tyler Huntley will get the start. Um, Lamar Jackson is still out currently. He hasn't.
Mm.
So Tyler Huntley will get to start versus Boston. I mean versus Cleveland. Interestingly enough, I feel so bad for Lamar, man.
Yeah,
He tried it.
he did. He did. It's crazy because
I think he still gets paid. Probably just not what he wanted.
Huh?
I said I think he still gets paid, just probably not what he
Oh,
wanted.
yeah, but yeah, he's not finna set the market, though. He's not
I
gonna
think he even still sets the market.
it's
I
hard.
think even still. I think at minimum, it's probably going to be similar, but I think he sets the market. It's just not going to be. It's not going to be. It's going to be where the next quarterback can come in and reset it definitely without a part, without no.
Mhm.
I don't think they going. I think he's going to reset the market. It's going to be vaguely. It's going to be a small reset, but he's going to reset the market.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
it's unfortunate with the money that
it
he was
is.
asking for.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be hard. I feel like it's gonna be difficult for him to set the market, to be honest, because he's not right now. If you're a GM, you're looking at what Lamar's produced for you this season thus far. Are you paying him higher than any quarterback in the league?
You're
By
basically
looking
saying he should be doing the way he was going on, and he should be doing what Hurts is doing,
at
basically.
that or better, or Patrick Mahomes. I mean, he could have everybody can do what Hurts doing. Hurts only got 3 interceptions, but he could be doing what Mahomes was doing or something like that. Yeah, he
Y'all
could do
ain't
it.
played nobody, honestly.
Here we
But
go.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
you act like we made up our schedule. That we play who they put in front of us. We make our schedule. They made our schedule. We played who was in front of us, and we just beat that behind. That's all. You know what I'm saying? They don't mind you now. Don't forget the NFC got some of the best. NFC's got some of the best records now. We all 4 teams.
It's who y'all played all together, except for when y'all play
Well,
each
we
other.
played ourselves twice. We played
Yeah.
each team in our conference twice. So there go what 2, 4, 6, 8, 8, 10,
Yeah, you
8
still got
games.
two more people. You still
Yeah,
got two
8
people to
games.
play in your
Yeah,
conference.
yeah. So I mean,
I mean, us too. We undefeated in our conference, but I mean, I'm just
I
saying.
mean, we ain't, but we 12-1 in the whole NFL, and what 11-1 or not 11-1. What is it? Well, we only played the Giants once so far. We played the
Y'all
Cowboys.
three, y'all four, 3-1
Oh
in
wait,
the
3-1. Yeah, three
yeah,
and one in our conference.
3-1 with still with 2 more games left
Yeah,
versus
we got to play the Giants again
the
and the
Giants
Cowboys
and
again.
the Cowboys.
Yeah.
But y'all might go 4-2 in that. But
No. I mean, if we do, I'm not surprised because they probably, like I said, I'm gonna continue to say it so don't nobody say
possibly to split the difference.
Cowboys. Don't get all
Now
excited
I
because
will. I think I will.
we
I
probably
think I
will
would
we
take
probably
back.
will
I
we
think
probably
I'll
will
take
start our
back my.
starters.
I think I'll take back my comment. Y'all might that might be the only person y'all whose number y'all got in y'all division is the Giants. But I mean, we'll see. Did Barkley play when y'all played?
Saquon?
Yeah,
Yeah. We shut him down.
you just shut him down.
Just shut him down. He had no I don't even think he had I think he may have 40 yards total.
He said he's good and back and ready to play.
Mm.
So I guess he
I
was
don't think
saying
they
he had
played
a
him a lot though.
yeah. I
From
think
what
he
I'm saying.
had an injury or something,
Yeah,
sustained something.
I don't think they played him a lot, but it really don't matter. Like I said, 9 times out of 10, when we play Dallas again, and because we play Dallas next Friday or next Saturday, and we play Dallas on Christmas Eve, we shouldn't have any of our starters in there.
Yeah, y'all play. It's funny you say that, right? Because Dallas defensive end linebacker Michael Parsons was on the Voncast,
I've heard it about this.
Von Miller's podcast, in which he was asked a question: is it Jalen Hurts or is it the system? Michael Parsons said it's a little bit of both, in his opinion. And so y'all's offensive tackle went in. It's like, you know what I'm saying? You just pay attention to your team and who y'all got, and we'll pay attention to ours, and we'll see each other on Christmas
Okay,
Eve.
right,
He's like, it's not like we're playing the. He's like, it's not like we're playing the Michael Parsons.
right.
We're playing, you know, saying this at the third. So Michael Parsons came back and said, "Yo, chill." You know, what I'm saying I didn't say anything disrespectful. He's like, I just said I'm trying to give some props to the defense. He's like, y'all defense is doing work. I'm a defensive guy. I'm trying to
Mm-hmm.
give love to the defense because there's some players, defensive players, that deserve the right to
Recognition.
be in the recognition and the right to be in play for the MVP award. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, that's not. I'm not throwing any shade. I'm not trying to sit up and talk. He's like, if y'all need to have to find short clips and way to galvanize yourselves and motivate yourselves. He's like, so be it. It is what it is. But he's like, I'm not disrespecting anyone in any form or fashion. I'm just saying defense. You know, what I'm saying I'm a defense guy. I want to stand up for the defenses, and that's
Mm-hmm.
basically where he left it at. So
Hmm.
now, so is it Parsons? I mean, is it Micah or I mean not Micah? Is it Jalen or is it the system
It's
that
Jalen.
Sarani has? Is Jalen?
It's Jalen. Serrani still to me. Like I told you last year, Serrani. I don't feel like Serrani's a passing quarterback or passing uh, coach.
Mm-hmm.
He really doesn't believe in a whole lot of. And I say that, and I know people say, "How can you say that when Miles Sanders got over 10 touchdowns rushing and over 1,000 yards rushing as well. And the last time we've had that happen was when we had LaShawn McCoy was our last
LaShawn used to
thousand
be a
dollar
beast.
yeah, was our last thousand yard rusher. But still, he's passed first. He's always passed first, and it is a passing league. Don't get me wrong; it's definitely not what it used to be. It used to be a running league, but it is now a passing league. But I feel like Nick Sirianni makes some poor decisions. I really do, and then I think a lot of the poor decision which Nick makes, Jalen Hurts makes up for
Mm-hmm.
with his athleticism and being able to do what he does. So
Mm-hmm.
I truly believe it's Jalen Hurts. I mean, to be honest, don't let me basically completely shit on Nick Sirianni. I mean, I feel like it's a double edged sword. I feel like both of them contribute evenly. I just feel like Jalen Hurts makes up for a lot of the stuff in which Nick Sirianni may make calls for. So it's probably a little bit of both, in my opinion. To be honest with you.
Mm. In which, like, if I guess, I mean, right now you ain't got no choice but to say that Jalen, to a dual threat quarterback, and it
Hmm.
seems like he gets them those rushing yards with ease. Like,
Yeah.
so I can definitely get behind that. Uh, Serrani, you feel has came around. He's
I feel like
basically
he's getting better. I think I do. I feel like he's progressing. Let's see. Well, right now the time I'm about to tell when we go into the post season, and that's really going to tell whether or not he's truly progressing because we all know when the regular season is totally different compared to the postseason. It's 0-0. Everybody's coming in on a clean slate for the most part, and that's basically going to tell whether or not he's making the right decisions. Because I feel like these fourth and inches, third and one, fourth and one, and this quarterback sneak, somebody's going to figure that out, bro. And I want to see if he's still going to continue to do it throughout this postseason. And teams, like I said, are going to figure that out. But we'll see. We'll see.
Do you think y'all would you rather have gave up the rest of your the game? I mean, y'all 12-1. Do you think that's going to put some undue stress on y'all if y'all finish out the year with just that one loss?
What do you mean, like stress for what? Going into the Super Bowl?
Uh, going going into the postseason.
No, because we're going to the Super Bowl. I mean, I'm putting that out
That's
there.
how you feel.
Yeah, yeah, that's going out there, and I'm put that out there in the atmosphere right now. We're going to the Super Bowl. I'm like I said when we lost that one game to Washington.
You think it took the stress off?
Yeah, it took the edge off, knocked the little chip off of the shoulders and whatnot. When we lost to the Washington Commanders, we needed that. We needed that. So that's why I wasn't too upset about it because we needed that. You need that sometimes to be able to focus and get back on track. Because when you undefeated, you got so much pressure from so many people. To the last time, the record from the Miami Dolphins, all of that, everything comes into play because now you're chasing a record that's been around for years, for decades. And so when you get that one loss out the way now, it's like, all right, we're back down to earth. Let's keep it moving. Let's push this train on the way on across the finish line and let's keep it moving.
Mm, I'll sip and update my thing real quick before I get into this great game from last night.
Oh, I know about great game. I played the Seattle Seahawks, bro. Excuse me. You play Seattle. It ain't like y'all played them winning.
They are winning.
I mean, they winning, but it's not as though you're playing a team that was like, y'all should have won. Like, but I don't know what Carolina's thinking. Y'all made the dumbest move by letting CMC go over there.
They
Y'all,
got they got they got something in
they got
return.
nothing. They got nothing. Let CMC go like that. Now he over there flourishing.
Yeah, he is. I appreciate it. What's good, Zach? Good morning, brother. How you
What
doing?
up? What up, Frat? What up? What up, bro? What up, bro? He over there flourishing, killing the game, bro.
They're doing exactly. They're doing great over there. I think. Ron, I know Ron wish he probably had went with
Yeah, he had no. He went with him, and then he won't try. He trying to get the edge, trying to get that upper hand. Came back and bit him. Come on, Seattle beating the 49ers. Even come on. I know it was Brock Purdy, but Brock Purdy been playing pretty good.
Yeah.
So I was not going to pick Seattle, man. Just wasn't the best choice to pick to pick Seattle.
It seems like every time it seems like he's about to catch Ron, he just does something and pulls off.
Yeah.
So I just have to keep my sights set on you for now.
Mm.
But in any case, we pulled up
Oh,
last night.
last night got y'all the division.
Yes, sir. Division championships. Division champion. Like I said, we 4-1. I mean, 5-0 in the division. With the only game we have remaining is Arizona at the end of the year.
The second team to get the word clinch behind their name. All
Mm-hmm.
right,
Clinch. So we clinched, and we looking at the number 2
y'all
spot.
A week later.
Yeah, y'all might be clear. Yeah, you
Yeah,
clear. Yeah, like cause y'all need to lose all y'all games.
that's not finna happen. You
Y'all
know
need to
good
lose.
well that
Yeah,
ain't.
that's not gonna happen.
You know that ain't finna
I
happen.
mean, it's less than likely to happen. I ain't gonna say it's not gonna happen. It's
It's
less
not going
likely.
to happen. It is
Anything can
not.
happen.
No, not anything like that. That ain't finna happen. Please, bro.
Of course, like you say, last night's Thursday night
Just
football
wait.
game put it division rivals, the San Francisco 49ers, up against the Seattle Seahawks. What was at stake? The 49ers being able to clinch a playoff berth as well
How
as
does
win
Brock Purdy come in and just start
the
playing
division,
ball? What kind of nonsense is that, bro?
in which both happened. The 49ers did clinch a playoff berth at 10-4, as well as the clinch the division this year, being the NFC West division champion, solidifying a top 4 spot no matter what. Um,
That's the guy you should have played.
yeah, should yeah. So of course,
Excuse me.
the Brock Purdy, 17 for 26, 217 yards, 2 touchdowns, 70% completion.
That
Good
man.
job, Brock.
That
Christian
man.
McCaffrey, 26 carries, 108 yards, 1 touchdown. Jordan Mason, 4 for 65, so 64. Brock Purdy was 4, but he did have -2. George Kittle, 4 receptions, 93 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jawan Jennings, 3 for 31. Christian McCaffrey, 6 catches for 30 yards. Tyler Croft, 1 for 28. Brandon Ayuk, 2 for 19. Ray McCloud, 1 for 16. And all this, and we didn't even have Debo.
That's the scary part. That's a problem.
Didn't even
That's a
have
whole
Debo.
problem. That is a whole problem, man. I can't even front. That's a whole freaking problem that Debo didn't even play and y'all still won that game.
Geno Smith, 31 for 44, 138 yards passing, 1 touchdown. Kenneth Walker, the third, 12 carries for 47 yards. Geno,
We got
1
their
for
little
18.
t-shirts on. Got their little
Travis Homer, 1 for.
conference t-shirts on. Look at
Let's go. Tyler Lockett, 7 for 68. But unfortunately, just like what was different from Tyler Boyd, Tyler Lockett broke his finger in
yeah.
the leg, and he's expected to be out 2 games. DK Metcalf, 7 receptions, 55 yards. Noah Fant, 5 receptions for 32 yards and a touchdown. Kenneth Walker, 4 for 32 out the backfield. Travis Homer, 4 for 25 out the backfield. Will Disley, 1 for 13. Marquise Goodwin, 2 for 10. Penny Hart, 1 for 3. Seattle Falls, 21-13. 7-7 on the year, which isn't bad because we didn't expect Seattle to do anything. We really didn't have anything for Geno Smith. He
He
basically was
excited
represented.
in the locker room. Look, he giving CMC some love. GM. Look at they're just happy. Just happy. Y'all enjoy y'all excitement right now. Y'all not taking it. Y'all know that, right? Y'all going home. Y'all do know that, right? Y'all going to the crib.
It sounds good.
I'm just saying, y'all going to they giving look at it. Somebody look at it. They giving Purdy love. Look at this. Somebody
Oh,
get
Purdy deserves to get love.
look at that Purdy getting love. Look. He looks short. Is Purdy short? He
Look
looks
at
short.
Trey. It's like, yeah, look at Trey.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Purdy's like, damn it,
It's
this
like,
month.
yeah.
Yeah, listen. I'm trying to get in. I'm trying to get in the start line. Here he do it. Look, he low key ain't happy for him. To
It's
be
like
honest
I
with
just,
you,
it's just like I was like Jimmy's supposed to leave. This supposed to be me. You
he
coming
just
up
be supposed to be
showing.
now that he come in here doing what he doing. Now look at this. I gotta fight. Look at this. Every night I gotta fight to prove my love. Every night I gotta fight. He maxed
It's,
that out.
but like you said, that's one thing. Hopefully that can get off our back where we know we're good. In that case, we're guaranteed a top four finish. I mean, a top four. We can't get the bye, unfortunately,
Of course not. Of course not.
unless just like a ticker, that one becomes a two, a
Not gonna
three,
happen.
and then a four.
Not gonna happen, bro. Not gonna happen,
Even a
bro.
five potentially. It could become a five too.
No, it's not gonna happen, bro.
You never know.
I know.
So do you think if Jalen was to go down,
Mm-hmm.
y'all can sit up and y'all can still be the number one seed? Well, yeah, y'all could. Honestly, y'all
We
could.
still, we gonna, we
Y'all
sure
backup is who? No Foles. Who's y'all
not
backup?
Foles.
No, not Foles. It's
Minshew,
Minshew. Oh,
Minshew.
okay. Y'all still got a good backup in a sense.
Yeah,
I don't know if he
he
can do
got
what
some.
I don't know if he can do what Jalen does, but he can
He can
potentially
do
win some
enough.
games for y'all.
This
Look
guy,
at
I'm
this.
gonna tell you, this is why this guy's not undefeated in fantasy because this guy right here. How you leave kiddos on the bench?
Cause man, he wasn't doing good. I
This
said up
is
and
your
had to.
squad too. How you leave? Look at Purdy feeling it. Look, that boy is so hype right now.
Anything is possible. That's what he looked like. He was just doing.
That dude is
It
feeling
looked like he was
himself
doing like
right
anything
now.
is
Brock Purdy is feeling
possible.
himself. Look, he looked comfortable. Look, all the protection in the world wasn't under no threat, and then Kittles does the rest, man. You cannot watch Purdy when he gets the ball. Watch, that dude is just hype.
Anything is possible.
Look, he is just hype. Look, he like me when I hurt my shoulder. That dude there, bro. I ain't mad at him. Go do you, Brock. Go do you, Brock.
Mr. Irrelevant, who?
Yeah, that part. That part. When you sent me the thing asking me who's I picking, I'm like, I'll take the 49.
Everyone will be like, I don't have no problem being Mr. Irrelevant. I just need my chance.
Mm-hmm. Oh, let's see this. Oh, let's put this out here so don't nobody there's no confusion. Book up. 5 slots left. 5 slots left in the NFC. 2 slots have been taken. 5 slots in the 5
It
slots.
really get down to the nitty gritty when you get down
7
to the
slots in
last
the
three.
Yeah.
Because the top four is the reserve for the all you got to do is win your division and you sit up and get in.
Yeah.
Regardless of what your record is, you just need to win your not your record, but winning the division puts you in.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, go
The
ahead.
Seals not making the playoffs, and the Lions might take that. They absolutely might. We just talked about me and Trey just talked about the Lions and the Jets. They play each other this week, though.
Mm-hmm.
They play each other this week, so big game for them two teams. But yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Who else we got? Of course. Matter of fact, let me see. Go back to this page. We can go through. Of course, we know we got some early games coming up.
Saturday.
You got 3 games on Saturday.
Yeah, which are who?
Do you think, Bishop, and we should go ahead and get these picks out the way and then hit Ron and let him know so he can get his. Do you think
I don't like none of these. I don't like
the Colts?
I know. I don't
can
like
put up enough to get the Vikings. Do you think we can catch the Vikings slipping? One thing we do know for a fact, without a reasonable doubt, is Justin Jefferson is going to get his.
That part. You got to worry about everybody else. Now, all you got to worry about is Dalvin, Kirk, all of them.
Then you just got if you can lock them down, you might sit up and be able to like Justin's going to get his.
JJ is going to get his. JJ going to get his. Hey, JJ going to get his. What's happening? JJ going to get his.
Do we see Jonathan Taylor does Jonathan Taylor tear up the midway? Does Jonathan Taylor get back the last couple of games, get back to his rushing form to play spoiler?
I'm still picking the Vikings because they playing at home.
Okay.
I gotta go with the Vikings, and they just took that L. I feel like they coming back with vengeance. So I gotta take the Vikings.
Yeah, I'm with you. I can't just at this juncture. It's too late in the season to think that they're going to fall off completely or have debacles. So I go with
Mhm.
Minnesota in this way as well, just to stay safe. It's a safe bet.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be mad if
If
Indianapolis get
Indianapolis
the
get that
W.
dub,
Yeah,
yeah, me either.
I take it.
Me either.
Uh, Next up, Cleveland playing home to Baltimore.
Is Lamar back?
No, Lamar's not playing.
Ah,
This is going to be Deshaun.
that's
It
a
won't be
hard.
Deshaun versus Lamar. It'll just be Deshaun. It'd be Deshaun
Well, we know
versus.
you taking the Vikings, Zach. That's your squad. We knew that without question. We knew you was taking the Vikings. This is a hard one
It is
because Deshaun is not going to take too many L's. Knowing that this is his third game back, right? This is his
your
third
third game, and he's 1-1.
1-1. Yeah. Ugh, shoot.
It is a hard one. I so want to just go. I want to go with Cleveland.
I do.
Because they have
They
weapons
got
over there.
weapons. They
Yeah,
do. They do. But
I'm going with Cleveland.
I'm gonna go with Cleveland.
Yeah, I am
think
too.
I think I feel like Deshaun is probably coming to his own. This is his fourth game or third game. This is third or fourth game.
Third game.
Third game. So I feel like he might be finding himself now. And now that it's his third game, I'm taking Cleveland because and they playing in the dog pound. So I gotta go with Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland. I agree.
And
I
this is
agree.
in this last one. Oh my God. I don't even want to pick this one. Because that
The
one could go
Miami
either way.
Dolphins travel to Buffalo. Buffalo is looking at 5 to 7 inches of snow, presumably.
Yeah. And the
It does.
Dolphins
It
ain't
does.
used to that. And Miami is not
But you
used
know
to
what's funny? Tua was like, I played college in Alabama. He's
that.
like, it
Alabama,
snows in
right?
Alabama.
Not like you do in Buffalo. I don't care what you did in Alabama. It ain't snowing in Buffalo. Alabama nowhere near like it's snowing in Buffalo, bro. You have not compared to. And this is your second season in Miami. So you done kind of got used to that Miami weather. Don't try it, Tua. You tried it. Yeah, it breathes well. Your interview went well with that, but no, bro. You is not about to compare Alabama snow to New York snow. You're not.
So
Yeah,
Miami
I'm with you, Zach.
prime
I think
time,
I'm gonna have to go with the
Buffalo,
Bills.
the
Yeah, at
Bills.
home. Yeah, at home on that weather, I don't see Tua being able to make it work. Now, Tyreek, he played in Kansas City, so he's used to it. He's definitely used to it. But Tua Tagovailoa, you miss me, bro. You miss me. Yeah, I miss me, bro.
I agree. I'm rolling with Buffalo on this one.
You miss.
Getting into the Sunday game. First game on the rip. The Eagles and the Bears. Soldier Field.
You ain't even got to ask me, partner.
Soldier Field. Is that
Yeah.
just clear cut? Soldier Field is not going to make a difference.
Not gonna make it. Why? They got an advantage outside of the fact that they playing at home. That's the only reason. That's the only advantage they got is they playing at home. It ain't no weather conditions. I'm going Eagles all day.
We both got Philly. So Anthony, I don't think they are. I think they did move that game last time. I think it was the Buffalo game because it's supposed to be 5 to 7 inches of snow. And so that was the same thing when they moved it from Buffalo to for them to play against in the Thursday night game. But I think it was Thanksgiving. That's why they moved it. Thursday night game, Thanksgiving.
They probably won't start. I'm thinking, Zach, they probably gonna start sitting players probably the next game. I think we got
4 games left.
4 games left. So probably if not this, if the last 2 games, probably the last 2 games would be when they start sitting Eagles players. I'm thinking that's when I would hope that's when I would start sitting them. The last 2 games. That's why I said the Dallas game and the Giants.
Go ahead and start this week.
We'll probably start this week. This will probably be the last one. But we'll probably start them this week. But after that, I wouldn't see them trying to keep the starters in because we just cannot take a chance on losing any of our starters this late. That would be detrimental.
This next game is
this is the third hard game. This is the third. We just spoke about it. The Lions have an opportunity to go to the postseason.
Mm-hmm.
It would a win. This is a very hard game. There's no advantage
The
outside of the
Jets has
fact
a
that
pretty good
they
defense.
do, and then the only advantage is the Jets are playing at home. Not the weather related. It don't matter. Detroit and New York weather is basically the same. It's just about Jared Goff, and now the thing is Zach Wilson is back. So Zach Wilson has been out for
We don't know what
we don't
Wilson
know
we
what
gonna
we
get.
get. We
Mm-hmm.
don't know what we getting with a Zach Wilson that's coming back. We just know they coming back at home. He coming back home though. Jared has been playing kind of lights out, man. I ain't gonna lie. Jared Goff been playing some good ball.
I'm going with Detroit in this one. I'm gonna continue to ride that train. I think finally Detroit. But see what happens last year is when I finally start going with Detroit. They finally start doing what they do, like letting out games. But I think they secure this one. I think they continue
That's
to
hard, bro.
ride that. I think
Zach,
Detroit.
but being that Zach is just coming back, man, I gotta go with Detroit too. I gotta go with Detroit because Zach just now getting back. I know when you leave for a few games, you kind of rusty a little bit. You're trying to find your way, and sometimes it may take a game or two to do it. So I gotta go with the Lions on the road with the upset.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Steelers and Panthers. Panthers the home team.
It's another doo-doo ass
Mike
game.
Tom-
Man, God
Mike
dang.
Tomlin. Mike Tomlin fighting. Well, not basically fighting to keep his streak going, but they're trying to get the streak going. We just talked about earlier how we have a disparity between uh, top receiver and
Mm-hmm.
the quarterback.
This is hard.
Carolina's been
The
rolling.
Panthers just beat the Seahawks.
Carolina's been rolling. I
Yeah,
think they
they
got
just did like right
two
after.
W's.
I don't think they lost since Baker left.
I think they lost one. I think they lost one game.
And if they did, they lost the very
The very
first
first
time
one, yeah, they haven't
Baker
lost since
left.
then. Well, actually, they haven't. Yeah, they lost. Yeah, they haven't lost since Baker. No, they have not lost since Baker left.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't think they lost because they after Baker left during the bye week. They had a bye week. Baker left during that bye week because the week 13 they didn't even play. The Carolina Panthers didn't play week 13. Yeah, they didn't play week 13. So I think that's the week Baker left. And then before that they played. Who did they play? Oh no, man, yeah,
They beat the Rams.
they beat the Broncos.
They beat the
23.
Broncos. They beat the Rams before that, and they just beat the Seahawks.
So they have not lost since Baker left.
Mm-hmm.
They have not lost since Baker left. God, dog. Goodness, man. And then what you need? We got turmoil over there. People saying Panthers might steal the division. They could. And then when they got turmoil over in Pittsburgh because you got wide receivers wanting the third string quarterback to come in and play.
I think I'm going with Carolina. I want to ride that train with Carolina.
Yeah, let me go with the Panthers too.
Yeah, it's. I just don't know what can happen with Pittsburgh. I think at this point it might be over for them. Next game, probably easier of the
Easy game,
Chiefs.
Chiefs. Patrick.
Although Houston did put up a fight
Dallas
against.
They did give Dallas a fight. They did, but I'm still going with Kansas City. If we talking about Patrick the Great, man, team, I have breaking news. My training is going well, and I'm of course to make the All Army basketball team as a player. Wayne, what? My training is going, and I'm on course to make the All Army basketball team
as a basketball player. As a player,
that's what's up, man. That's what's up, Wayne. I thought he was a coach.
He is a coach. This dude ain't going to play the Army basketball team.
That's what's up. If it is true, man, well, that's what's up, Wayne. I ain't mad at you, coach. I ain't mad at you. Yeah, give me Patrick the Great, bro.
Although Houston put up a fight against Houston, you don't think they catch
Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Kansas City Kansas City. You gotta deal with the wizard.
That dude, man.
The wizard. You gotta deal with the wizard, and it's so a lot of teams can't seem to deal with the wizard, bro.
Next up, the Atlanta Falcons, New Orleans
Toilet
Saints.
bowl. This is a toilet bowl game. Bro, I don't even know what to say.
You know what? This is a hard game. You're right. Like this is a hard game.
Yeah,
but
is
Ritter is starting.
Ritter
is starting for the Falcons. And
oh, you talking about Desmond Ritter?
Yeah, he's gonna start.
Oh wow, I didn't even know. Why? What's going on with
Mariota? They just sat him down and said he ain't getting the job done now.
Wow.
So they're gonna give Ritter a chance.
And is Jameis playing?
No. It's gonna even be uh what's the name or Hill.
Taysom?
Take some more. I think New Orleans though. I'm going with New
Yeah, I'm going
Orleans.
with the Saints. I don't see Desmond Ritter coming in and being able to make a big, huge difference.
He might be serviceable, but he might not be able to get the W. Uh,
The
Next,
fourth hard game of the week.
Cowboys and Jaguars. Your man Trevor Lawrence did work last
Sunshine.
week, but is it after seeing what Houston did to the Cowboys? Is it enough?
Bro,
They're in
that part,
Duval too.
that part. They beat up the Titans. They put up 36 on the Titans. The Jaguars did. 36 in Tennessee. In, not this ain't wasn't a home game. They put up 36 on Tennessee on the road. In inclement weather, because Tennessee is cold out there.
Hmm.
We was just out there. It's cold. They beat Tennessee in Tennessee. 36 points. Dallas is in for a rude awakening, bro. Dallas is in for a rude awakening. My thing is, can the Jaguars stop Michael Parsons? That's a key element right there. If they can't stop Michael Parsons, Trevor is in for a long day. Very long day. That's the key. If they cannot stop Micah, it's gonna be a long day, and the Panthers are gonna fall. But if they can hold, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. If they can hold Michael Parsons down and allow Trevor Lawrence to be Trevor Lawrence, now mind you, don't get me wrong, Dallas just picked up T.Y. Hilton.
They did.
They just picked up T.Y. Hilton, and
Probably didn't need to, but they did.
they didn't need to. They didn't. They didn't. I don't understand the method behind that madness. But either way, to each his own. So I don't know. Diggs should be playing. Is he hurt? Is he hurt? Is there a reason why he wouldn't be playing? Did he get hurt in the last game?
I think he's playing.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know nothing. Let me check Bleacher real quick. I didn't know nothing about Diggs being hurt. If he did, I know he doing commercials and shit. So he can't be too damn hurt.
I think in this one, I want to go with the Cowboys just because I don't think they're going to falter in that. Now they have a chance to put themselves in position.
I'm taking upset. I'm going with the Jags.
You're going with Jacksonville.
I'm going with the Jags.
Duval.
Oh, let's go. I'm taking the upset. All right. Even though, and I'm not the only one. A lot of analysts are picking the Jaguars to give to Dallas fits. But of course, a lot of that again is all because of what the Houston Texans did last week. So he has been hurt for a while now. Who? Diggs?
Diggs.
Really? I didn't know he was hurt like that. Oh, okay.
Next up,
He the wrong person
trash.
to be hurt.
Another trash game.
Who? Oh, Cardinals and Broncos.
Neither one of their starters was supposed to play.
Well,
I
yeah,
don't think.
Kyler out for the season.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
out for the
he
season.
tore his ACL, so
Yeah,
he's out.
he's done. Plenty of
But
modern warfare now.
but oh boy, ain't doing bad.
McCoy.
Colt ain't doing bad at all, to be honest. To be completely honest, and then we already know Russell's not playing because he's in protocol right now. So we know Russell not playing. So this is straight up DO game. Do. I don't know who to pick in this one. If they playing in Mile High, I don't know. I'm gonna get it. This is trash. God, it's hard to play catch up to during run when you got games like this. Man. God dang. Give me Arizona, man. Give me Arizona.
Connor.
Straight garbage, bro. Yeah,
Connor has been
Connor.
the bright spot.
He's been running the ball great. That's why. Give me Arizona, man.
You know what? I'm going with Denver.
Give me Arizona, man.
I'm going with Denver.
I know they playing in my, and I will say this: coming from Colorado this past weekend, that air, that junk is. I've never been to Colorado before, but the last weekend was my first. When I tell you that is real, it's real. It is real. It is hard to breathe there. I can only imagine trying to play a game there, and you're not from there. That is it. It takes some getting used to. It does. Yeah, I gotta go with Arizona, bro. Theodore, I got to, bro. I got to. Flip a coin. Yeah, you right about that. Was that flip a
Oh, you
coin?
talking about yeah, Denver? Yeah, it's yeah,
It is a flip
definitely
a
what
coin.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
But you said it was the truth. It was
yeah.
it's
Oh yeah,
whatever
it's real. Oh, it's definitely real.
whatever
Even
you hear.
even Kratos was like, he was like, man, he said it was hard sleeping at night. All of that. Yeah.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's real. That junk is real for real. And we was even further. We wasn't even in Denver. We flew into Denver, but then we had to drive like 2 hours to Breckenridge, which is up in the mountains. Which was so it was even thinner. Beautiful place though. Yeah, beautiful place. I'm not gonna lie. The scenery was phenomenal. I will not lie about that. Denver is definitely a beautiful place. But boy, to be able to breathe, you need a CO2 or not CO2, but a oxygen tank and all of that. I said CO2.
He said you talk yo drunk.
Boy, I'm think I'm in the defect. I'm gonna grab that CO2 and plug it up. We got a
Okay,
CO2
plug
out
it up
there.
and
I'm
like,
not gonna lie.
hey,
Yeah, no, you need that oxygen, man. Yeah, you need. I mean, you better than. He said you better than that.
you know better than that.
You know better than that. I guess because you picking Denver. I don't know.
Nah, I picked Denver. Uh, my
Breaker,
goodness
yes.
gracious.
Breckenridge, yeah. As we was coming down the hill, frat, there was a ski slope off to our right as we was coming down the highway. Yeah, it is a yeah. It was a bunch of people was over there skiing, and you could just see it. Man, like I say, if you get a chance to go and you've never been, and I wanted to go, I'd never been. Like I said, I've never been. Beautiful, beautiful place, beautiful. Cold as all outdoors though, man. Good God, it's cold out there. That cold ain't no punk, boy. It can't smack you all in. That's why I got this little cold nigga. That's what had me late on the
Oh,
show
because
today. I
okay,
was trying to. I've been drinking
Theraflu.
that too, but also been doing hot toddies. Been
Oh,
doing them all the past couple of days, man. Trying to get this cold out of my chest before we leave again. So we
mhm.
got Patriots and Raiders on Sunday.
Patriots and the
Late game. Well, not
Raiders.
late
The
game, but evening,
Raiders.
afternoon game. Raiders. This is another trash game. Golly. You can't. This is another flip of the coin because you don't know what you're gonna get on the Patriots. You don't know what Raiders team is coming because one week during Patriots won, they beat the Cardinals, but they didn't have, of course, they didn't have Cardinals, didn't have Kyler, and
Mm-hmm.
then you had the and then you had the Raiders who beat who the Raiders played. They beat the oh no, they lost to the Rams by one though, by 1 point. They lost to the Rams, but they beat the Chargers the week before that, and they beat the Seahawks. They put up 40 on the Seahawks. See, that's why it's oh my God, bro. These games, y'all so inconsistent. Good God, the inconsistency is ridiculous, man. I'm going Oakland, man.
Oakland. I
Mm,
agree.
I'm going.
The Raiders. Hold
Yeah, I'm
on.
going Oakland at home, man.
Las Vegas. Las
The rest
Vegas.
of these games is just as man. What week is this? This
Week
is
15,
BS, bro.
what 14, 15, week 14. The
15.
Titans and Chargers. So I don't think this was too bad,
What
but I
do you
mean you don't
mean? The
know who you
Titans just
getting.
lost. The Titans just got skull drugged by the Jaguars. Well, not skull drug, but they beat them well by the Jaguars by 16. Well, by 16 points.
And the Chargers beat the Dolphins.
Exactly. So you mean that's not a hard game? And both of these teams, the Titans just lost and the Chargers beat the Dolphins. Okay, so who you got then? I'm
I'm
waiting.
going with the Chargers. I'm going with the Chargers on this one.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. In San Diego,
Mm-hmm.
where we trying to get
Mm-hmm.
to. Oh golly, bro. I'm gonna go with the Titans, man.
Titans.
I'm going with
Tennessee it is. Tennessee me. Smooth
Tennessee.
Tennessee whiskey.
Tennessee. Here come another good game. Okay, the hard dude. The Bengals and the Bucks. You don't know what Tom Brady gonna do. Joe Burrow is being Joe Burrow. He's doing him and Jamar doing their thing, but they're playing in Tampa Bay.
So
Tom
I
just
definitely
Tom just came off a loss. The Bengals just came off a win. Tom was upset. Bengals beat the Browns 23-10. Bengals beat the Chiefs 27-24 the week before that. Hold on now. Let me see. Is the Bengals on a 3-game winning streak?
Yes,
Yes,
they're
they
on,
are.
not three.
They beat
I
the
think more
Titans.
than that.
They beat the Titans and they beat the
Yeah,
Steelers. No, they on like a 5-game winning
yeah, they're on a
streak.
5-game winning streak. They're behind the 49ers win streak.
We
I'm going with Cincinnati on this one.
the Bucks won there. But you just can't count Tom out, man. Golly, you cannot count this dude out, especially at home. The Bucks.
Don't let that goat talk
The
fool you.
Browns lost to the Bucks lost to the Browns. Yeah. The Bucks on a losing streak?
2 games in a row. Yep. No, they
No, they
should be
beat
on
the
a losing streak,
yeah,
but
they lost to the Saints. They
they
beat the
lost
Saints they beat the Saints 17-16. And then they lost to the y'all.
49ers.
Yeah, and they lost to y'all last week. But they got skull drugged by y'all though. They got mollywopped. But they were on the road. This is at home. Golly. Tom just ain't doing it for me, man. I gotta go with Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. Mm-hmm.
Tom,
I agree. Definitely
we
agree.
have a division game.
Division game. Y'all's division game.
Yes, Giants and Commanders. Good God. Yeah,
They had a break in between, but I'm gonna still rock with the Commanders. I just think
where's
until
the coin at, man? I need a coin for this one. Golly. Yeah, definitely a toss up, Theodore.
Yeah, I'm going with the Commanders. Like I said, I just think they got it.
God, but golly, man. I know what we did to the Giants, but good Lord, bro. Hold on, let me look at something. Commanders, who they play last week?
They was off last week.
Okay, so who they played the week before that?
They won their game the week before.
Oh, they
that.
played the Giants. They tied.
Mm-hmm.
They
Oh yeah, sure they did. They did tie. It was a tie. Yep.
They tied. So they playing each other again, only in Washington. Chase Young finally plays this game. Is important. Oh, he's back in the lineup.
I think that's what he's saying. He's supposed to play
Chase
this
Young
week.
back in the lineup, then yeah, that might be problems for the Giants. Then who did they play before that? Who did
they won that game too.
They beat the Falcons. Yep. Giants lost to the Cowboys. I mean, the Giants lost to the Cowboys. Yeah, and then the Commanders won it. Oh, they on a winning streak.
Mm-hmm.
They beat the Commanders. Then of course they beat us.
Yeah.
They beat us right before that. Yeah,
They're on the win streak.
They on a mad win streak.
Taylor been cooking.
Let me go with the Commanders, man. Let me go with the Commanders. Let me go with them, especially with Chase Young being back. If Chase is back, yeah, let me go with the Commanders.
You're going to be gone on Monday, right?
Yeah, so I'm gonna give you my pick now because
Yeah,
I'll be on the cruise. Monday's game is who? The Rams and the
Rams and the Packers.
The 5-8 Rams and the 4-9 Packers, I think it is, or vice versa. The Rams win, they're gonna tie the Packers record. Packers win, they go. Good Lord, and they playing in Green Bay. Oh man. All right, hold on, let me see. Rams and Packers. Rams lost. Rams barely beat the Vikings. Beat the Raiders.
They're on the losing streak. If the Rams lose this game, they're out the playoffs.
Yeah, I know.
They're out the contention. Yeah, they're eliminated.
They lost to Seattle. Rams lost to Seattle. Pack beat the Bears. Lost to us. Rams lost to the Chiefs 26-10 in week 12. Rams lost to the Saints. Packers got beat by the Titans. Good lord, bro. This game right here. Packers beat the Cowboys though. And the Rams lost to the Cardinals. Golly, bro. You talking about fluctuating back and forth. Rams lost to the Bucks in week 9. And then
Does Mayfield continue his hot streak?
that's what I'm saying. And then the Packers lost to the Lions in week 9. Oh, god dang it.
Does is it blood in the water? Does Aaron Rodgers see blood in the water? He's like, let's get them up out of here. Send them on their way.
Is whatchamacall hurt, Matthew?
Who? Yes.
So Baker's
Baker's going to start. Yeah.
Give me
Matthew has a spinal issue.
Yeah. Give me the Rams.
Going with LAR.
Yeah. Let me get the RAMs.
I think I'll go with Green Bay on this one, man. I think of course, like you're saying.
Yeah, it's not a bad choice. I can't knock you for that one. But I think
I'll go Green Bay with this one. I should have actually waited, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and go with Green Bay. I'll go clean that up. So of course, with that, the this week potentially could be eliminated. The Rams could be eliminated if they lose.
Mm-hmm.
The Pittsburgh Steelers can be eliminated if they lose. Who's Pittsburgh? They're playing the Panthers. So
Panthers,
the Indianapolis Colts, who plays the we were talking about that earlier. Colts against the Vikings. If the Colts lose, they're out. If Cleveland loses, they're out.
About big games this weekend. Then a lot of teams gonna be on.
Who do you say? Cleveland and the Browns. So if Cleveland loses, they're out. If Las Vegas loses to the Patriots, they're out. The Broncos, if they beat the Cardinals are out. The Steelers and the Panthers. If the Panthers win, Steelers are out. And of course, the Saints. The Saints were to lose to the Cardinals, or not the Cardinals, the Falcons. The Saints are out. So potentially 17 can be out this weekend. It's fortunate that they don't play one another, or it would be do or die for them. But 17 up to where we can be out. Another 17s could be out. We could lose all 17s potentially. I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you see Anthony's comment?
About what? You going on vacation again? Hey, bitch, I'm your lost cousin from my mother. Anthony, we just taking baby girl to a Disney cruise for Christmas. That's how Christmas get. So we're going on a Disney cruise.
Oh yeah, that's money.
Yeah,
money. Yeah.
Boy, yeah, we taking on a Disney cruise. Leaving on Sunday and coming back the 23rd. So yeah.
So that being said, of course, I have to get Ron's to get his what he got going on. But we started off early, both getting dubs for the weekend.
Me and Trey did,
yeah. That's the show that he went with Seattle. So that's the show for today. Of course, we greatly appreciate y'all rocking with us this morning. I know to catch it. Should be back here Monday morning. I should be back Monday morning. Maybe not Tuesday, because Tuesday I definitely.
Let's see if I can jump on while I'm on the ship, man. I'm gonna see.
Okay, if possible, depending on if you got
get the internet package.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying. So it should be Monday. Should be here, depending on whatever's going on. Y'all know the catch us here Monday through Friday. The holidays coming up. Thank you. Appreciate it, Zach. Holidays coming up. Additionally, what's coming up? If you're looking or want to know about the M-Glow community.
Military Greek Life Organization.
The Military Greek Letter Organization. I want to be a part of, you know what I'm saying, one of the greatest military fraternities in the world.
Let's go.
Psi Rho Phi Military Fraternity Incorporated will be having an interest meeting today at 1800.
Today or tomorrow?
Today, Friday.
Oh, I thought it was tomorrow, Saturday. Okay.
Because
6 o'clock. Our time?
6 o'clock, 6 o'clock
Our
Central
time?
Standard Time.
Yep. Okay.
Yes, you know
I'll
what I'm
be
saying,
there.
on Zoom. You get on, can talk about it. I know I want to send a couple of people an
Yeah.
invite. You know what I'm saying, give them send them flyer so they can probably look at
Come
getting
on,
y'all.
Ron. Where you
Oh,
at, Ron?
all you got, Ron. You know what I'm saying, Cornelius.
CC.
Uh,
Yep. I was gonna say
as
CC.
I'm looking at a couple of people here,
Commissioner Myers. Commissioner
Theodore.
Myers.
Yes, yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Uh. Who else? Who else that was? Wasn't it? Coach. Coach. What's his name? Talking about he made the. Oh, there you go, right there. Coach Wayne.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying, anyone, you know what I'm saying, just to
So
simply be a part of it, just something a little bit different. Everyone has a different mindset about it until they get into it, and then it's like, oh snap, this ain't bad. I got you, Theodore. I already got you. I'm gonna send it to you.
that's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
I look
So
forward to seeing you on the call tonight.
yeah, so you know what I'm saying, it's just listen. For the most part, you can get on, listen, ask questions if there's questions or anything like that. We're always looking for great brothers to join the fold. And you know, saying got two lines potentially next to one of the two lines that which y'all got. We got a line getting ready to come up. That's going to
April
cross in April, and then another one's going to cross later on in July, I believe. Two different lines.
2020. Yeah. So
So
yeah,
you know what I'm saying, be present. That's all you gotta do is listen.
you won't
Uh,
regret it. I guarantee you. That's
that
one
part.
thing I can say. Out of our 50 members right now, not one member regrets being a part of this great organization, man.
So, but like I said, I shoot that link out, of course. Uh, that part. So
Yeah, that part.
in any case, greatly y'all rocking with us this morning. Of course, like I said, getting close to the end of the season to close out or whatever case.
No, it's starting to get sad, Trey. I'm about to. I mean, basketball is coming, but basketball ain't like football for me, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're going to go at some point, we're going to definitely make the transition more into basketball, transition to college. The bowl season's coming up.
And we got the don't we have the the World Cup finals about to come up?
I
Two
think,
teams,
yeah,
Messi and whatchamacallit's playing against each other in the finals.
yeah.
First
So,
time
you know
for
what I'm saying?
Messi,
That's it.
our
That, we talk about
opportunity
that.
for Messi to win his
Messi
first
win the
World
champ,
Cup.
yeah.
Yep.
So it's going got that going on. It's a whole lot going on that starts it. So it's going to be stuff to talk about that we might not talk about on a regular, but we'll be able to still talk about it. So it's a lot coming. It's definitely coming up. So of course, more plenty to be on soon. The military basketball is getting started. The NBA is getting
NBA
propped
Mike
off in the
Bravo out.
NLMBT, NBT National Military Basketball Tournament, and those qualifier games and stuff like that is getting ready to start going on. So it's plenty of going on. It's a lot going on, especially from a military standpoint. So y'all know where to
See?
find it, how to go. Bishop, any last words before you get up out of here, man?
Man, no, y'all just have a great day. Enjoy your today is Friday, right?
Yes, sir.
Today's Friday. Yeah. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. Hug on one another. Love one another. If you have any issues, any problems, any situations, man, please feel free to reach out to someone. If you have no one to reach out to me. Hit me up on my Facebook. It's Sean Bishop Davis. Hit me up, man. I'll be glad to talk with any of y'all, man. Suicide is a real thing. Mental health is a real thing.
Yeah.
Everything. If you need someone to talk to, I'm here for you, man. Don't hesitate to call. I got you. With that being said, man, y'all have a great Saturday, great weekend, and we'll see y'all back on Monday. Hopefully, I can be here on Monday, but I'll be on the ship. But we'll see. It's
Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. Y'all know what it is.
Cyro 5 Military Fraternity Incorporated. We out this piece.